Welcome to the 4 Pillars of Men's Health, a podcast of resources for restoring vigor and vitality, bringing you top influencers in the men's health arena, case studies of men who have succeeded and how they did it, and cutting-edge teaching on men's health issues from America's leading men's health guru, Dave Skattum. Get ready to take steps towards good health. Here's your host, Dave Skattum.
Some reports say or claim that we lose, as Americans, we lose 1.4 billion days a year to sickness and health-related issues. Wow! 1.4 billion days laying on the couch. Yuck! We got to do something about this, guys. That's why I'm so excited about what I'm delving into in these next few sessions about building a strong immunity. And some people just want to tell you to go get a shot and take this pill for this. And I think that if we do some pretty basic things on a daily and a weekly basis, that our immunity will be so strong that almost all of these sicknesses and illnesses will be fended off. So I would like to jump into 8 things that I think that we should do as men to improve our immune system. And then in future podcasts, I'm going to have experts and people who have done it and other interviews about how to a strong immune system. And I also have a course that I'd like to introduce you to as well. It's a 7-day challenge to build your immune system. So let's just start in with the first thing that I think you should do on a daily basis to build a strong immune system. Number 1 is, first thing when you get up in the morning, go to the sink and get a big, tall glass of cool water and chug it down. And what that does is it starts your metabolism up, for one thing. So it starts burning fat, and so you can lose a little bit of weight that way. But the most important thing is it's going to flush out all those toxins that your body has been trying to get rid of during the day. And it's very effective. So very simple step. Just get up in the morning, chug down a big, tall glass of water. All right? Second thing is, you have to watch what you eat. And I'm going to give you a really good acronym for some 6 foods that I think are critical for us to get into our system. And if we get these foods into our system, it's going to provide the micronutrients that our body needs to be healthy and strong. And then I'm going to give 2 foods to stay away from. So 6 that you can do, 2 that you should stay away from. And to remember these foods, remember this phrase, drop a GBOMBS every day. So I'm going to be focused on GBOMBS, and those are greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds and nuts. So if you can get those 6 foods into your system on a daily basis, that's going to be huge in improving not only your immune system, but your overall health. So get those things in your system, eat a GBOMB, drop a GBOMBS every day. Remember, those are greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds and nuts. All right? The 2 foods that I'd like you to stay away from are sugars and highly processed foods. So stay away from foods that if you grab a container and it has things on there that you can't pronounce, ingredients on there, don't eat it. Just stay away from it. And get some food that's whole and organic. That's the best way to go. So stay away from the sugars, stay away from the processed food, and drop GBOMBS every day. So you start off with a big, tall glass of water. You got your GBOMBS in. You're staying away from sugar and carbs. Here's another big deal. Sleep. Studies show that your body needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. And I know that's a challenge. That's a challenge for me. But if we don't get that, the impact that has on our immune system is that it just wears it down. And pretty soon it's focusing on just keeping your body going instead of fighting off those negative bacteria and viruses that are invading our body. And so if we can get a good night's sleep in every night, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and sleep is such a huge topic. There's so many things and components to it. But I think if you could take away one thing in this one quick podcast about sleep is that the last hour of the day is so critical to a good night's sleep. And what you need to do is you need to focus on that last hour of wind down. Get rid of the TV, get rid of your phone, get rid of the tablets, get rid of the stress. At some point, you have to say to yourself, you know what, I've done everything I can for today, and it's time for me to get some sleep in so I can tackle these things tomorrow and put them on the back shelf, wind down, get something soothing, sit in a couch, but make sure you're staying away from the TV and your screens. It causes you lots of anxiety. So with sleep, I think it's so critical. There's so many other important components to this, but I think the biggest one is that last hour of the day before you go to bed. Get into that wind down phase and relax. So drink a good glass of water. Gulp it down first thing in the morning. Get your GBOMBS in. Get rid of the sugars and the processed food. Get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep and focus on that last hour of the day, wind down. The fourth thing is exercise. I know that many people say and studies show that you need to get at least 2 to 3 days of 20 to 30 minutes of exercise in. I'm telling you, your body needs every day. It needs to get in 20 to 30 minutes of exercise. Do it every day. And all you need to do, all that means is do something physical that gets your body moving and gets your heart rate up. And that's all you need to do, 20 to 30 minutes. And the most critical thing here with exercise is find something that you love to do. It could be walking a dog, going on a walk with your spouse. It could be going to the weight room. It could be hopping on a bicycle and biking down a bike path, taking a hike, all those kinds of things that will get your heart rate up and get your body moving. That's what you need to do. So gulp down that jug of water, that glass of water, got your GBOMBS in, you got your sleep in, and now you've done your exercise. The next thing that is so critical, I think, to an immune system is our mental health. And, you know, I think, in my personal experience, I think, you know, over time this has been borne out that our bodies, this physical body is just housing our spiritual self. And the connection between our mental life and our physical life is so strong. And if you are always filled with doubt and fear and anxiety and worry, that's going to wear down your immune system, and it's going to make you sick. So make sure that you're focusing on these things, and there's lots of things about how to overcome doubt and negativity and developing powerful positive habits in your life and surrounding yourself with people who are positive and encouraging and having humor in your life. It's so important to have a good positive outlook on your life, and you should be thinking about things that are positive and good in your life. So do those things and develop a good, strong mental attitude that will help build your immunity. So you drank your water, you got your nutrition in, you got your sleep in, you got your exercise in, now you're thinking good, healthy thoughts, good, positive thoughts. Next thing is, it kind of relates to our mental attitude, is our spiritual life. Like I said, our bodies are a physical structure that's carrying around our spirit. And it's so important to connect to that on a daily basis. And so the way that I think that is important, there's two things that I think that you need to do every day, and one that is optional but has worked really well for me. Two things that you need to do is pray every day. Get in communion with God. talk to him on a daily basis. And then the other thing is meditation. And to me, that's just slowing down your mind and just putting yourself in a state of quietness and peacefulness. And prayer and meditation are so critical to mental health and to building a strong immunity. The other thing that I think that I found that really helps me in my spiritual life and other areas is fasting. Going without food. Just quit eating. Quit eating for small amounts of time, large amounts of time. It all helps, and it's all a good way for you to stay healthy. So you've got your jug of water in. You chugged it down in the morning. You got your nutrition in. You got your sleep in. You're exercising. You're improving your mental attitude, and now you are connecting to that spiritual side of you. Here's number 7. Some superfoods that you can eat in addition to the good nutrition dropping GBOMBS are, I have a whole list of them here, but I want to hit on a few highlights of them. And these are things that you ingest into your body that really impact and really help your immune system fight those bugs. And they're all natural. It's stuff you pick off, you pick off the tree or grow in the ground or whatever. These are all nutritious types of food. And the first thing is elderberry. Another good healthy food is mushrooms. Acai, or eating oysters is really good. Watermelons, wheat germ, things like that. And the kind of overarching idea here is these foods produce a thing called antioxidants, and they actually go in and assist your white blood cells in fighting these diseases and infections that you have in your life. So if you can include some superfoods into your life on a daily basis, that will accentuate and help you build a strong immune system. So there's a whole list of them, and you can do a search for these things and find more information on super immunity foods. Just Google that, and there'll be some really good ideas there for you. So you got your drink of water in, you got your nutrition, sleep, exercise. You've improved your mental state and your mental attitude. Now, and you connected to the spiritual side of you, and now you have a supply of superfoods that you're adding to your diet. The last thing is some common sense things that you can do to just stop those bugs from even getting close to you. And so here's some prevention ideas. And these are common sense. You can get this right off of the CDC.com website. But wash your hands frequently. Take those bugs off your hands and dump them down in the trash. Just get rid of them, and you can do that with 20 seconds of hand washing with hot, warm, soapy water. Avoid touching your mouth and your eyes. Because, what happens is the bugs do get on your hands. They're floating everywhere. And when you put them up on your face, they go right into your body. So avoid touching your mouth and eyes. Get adequate sleep. Sound familiar? Yeah, 7 to 8 hours sleep. Focus on that last hour of the day. Work out. Get some exercise in. This is good prevention stuff. Use a good hand sanitizer. And there's even ways that you can make your own sanitizer that is more natural to kill these bugs off your body. Another quick tip is don't bite your nails. Those little guys, those little bugs get in your nails, and they stay there. So avoid biting your nails. And then, of course, avoid sick people. If you see people hacking and coughing, just stay away from them. Don't shake their hands. Do an elbow bump or something like that. So those are some basic prevention things that you can do. And the last thing that just in conjunction with prevention is stress. And I think stress is so critical when we have too much stress in our life. It does wear down our immune system. So you've got to figure out ways to deal with stress and get that out of your life. So there it is. If you do these 8 things in your life, chug that glass of water every morning, get strong nutrition, drop those GBOMBS, stay away from sugar and processed foods, Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep with a focus on that last hour of the day so you're preparing your body for that 7 to 8 hours of sleep it needs. Get exercise in, 20 to 30 minutes. Just all you need to do, get your heart rate up. Get your body moving 20 to 30 minutes every single day, 7 days a week, 365. Watch your mental attitude. Add things in your life that are positive and healthy to your thinking. Connect with your spiritual side through prayer, meditation, possibly fasting. Number 7, get those superfoods in. Find some superfoods that work for you that will help your immune system fight off those bad bugs. And then the last thing, the eighth thing was just basic prevention. Just keeping healthy, staying away from the bugs in the first place, and reducing stress. So if you take these 8 things, you will build your immune system. You will have a stronger bug-fighting capacity, and you will stay well, and you will stay off the couch, and you will fulfill your dreams, and you will find your mission and complete it in this life because you are a healthy bug-fighting machine. If you want to go into a deeper dive into this, I've developed a 7-day challenge based around these things that if you want to really get into this and you really want to change and you want to really develop these habits in your life, we go into this really deep and really hard into building your immune system in 7 days and developing habits that will last for your lifetime. And just think, if you did this one investment into this 7-day challenge, just think of how that will impact the rest of your life, staying well and staying healthy and fighting off bugs. So I encourage you, I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this, so if you want to check into that in a more heavy-duty way and build your immune system in a real more powerful way, check into that. But this is Dave Skattum, and I just want to encourage you and say to you that there are ways to improve your immune system. We just talked about them, and you can do it. Focus on these things. Build your immune system. Be a strong immunity monster. Until next time, make it a great day. This is Dave from the 4 Pillars of Men's Health.
You've been listening to the 4 Pillars of Men's Health with Dave Skattum. To learn more about the resources mentioned on today's show or listen to past episodes, visit the4pillarsofmenshealth.com.